It is an overcast and warm night in Clemson, South Carolina. McWhorter Stadium glistening with color as their beloved Tigers are back at home tonight. It's an upstate battle with the Paladins of Furman. The ACC collides with the SoCon on Tuesday night softball. These two schools separated by not a lot of distance. The upscale battle, and we are underway tonight. And the speedster able to reach on the very first pitch as Ashley Likens able to slap that bunt down, and Likens is aboard, and a good start for Furman. He is on in all of college softball. Goldwait with the bunt, charging in is Brown, and she'll fire to first, so a good job for the DP, Caitlin Goldwait, as she pushes Likens into scoring position.
So far,
Eagles certainly a strikeout pitcher. She would love to get one here, and that's exactly what she does. The ball disappearing.
Have got to take care of business on the midweeks.
2 out walk to Burrows, and 2 on for the Paladins here in the first.
Pitch 0-2.
Swing and a miss. Poole goes down, and Cagle works out of a first inning jam. The Paladins strand a pair.
Brown comes in and allows Mackenzie Clark to be lower in the lineup and have some more RBI opportunities.
Ground ball hit toward the right side, takes a nice bounce at second, and Ainsley Chang throws out.
Make.
Scott, the right-hander, delivers, and this one is hit high and deep down the left field line near the track, but this one's going to stay in the yard.
To face Valerie Cagle with no runners on and 2 outs, you get to be extra careful.
Ground ball hit weakly toward the left side. Up with it cleanly is Fabio, and a good start for Laura Lee Scott. She's certainly been treated to quite a start for this program, just year 5, and already looking for that first trip to the College World Series, something that they have been close on a couple of occasions. Fielder making just her 10th start of the season tonight. Swings away and has a base hit into right field. He's too often against a pitcher like Cagle. And this one in the dirt, it will scoop by Vieira, and the runners will advance 60 feet.
And you're exactly right, and even more so now.
Light-hitting shortstop who has solidified this infield, has played really good defense over the last couple of weeks. Infield in, and a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout for Cagle.
The count, nice job by Valerie Cagle getting the first out.
Third strikeout for Cagle, now a bunt, chopping home and scoring on the play. As Brown tried to flip it with the glove, she did all she could, but the speed of Chang beat it. Fabio with the RBI. Furman fires the opening salvo.
Talk about execution right here. Fabio gets down the perfect squeeze bunt on the move as Chang on the pitch. Furman strikes first. All about the execution. 2 little hits to start this inning. Move runners and scoring.
Shifting over to second. No balls, 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss. She went around, and Cagle with her 4th strikeout. Left-handed batter takes it wide, and it gets by Vieira. Breaking home and scoring is Laudick. Couple of wild pitches in the inning, and the Paladins go up 2-0.
Yeah, that's the second time this inning that we've seen a pitch get by Abby Vieira, who's been a staple behind the plate for Clemson. And this pitch is just well into the other batter's box. Not much Vieira could do with it. Got away from Cagle, but it resulted.
Of runs in for the Paladins. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff is a high bouncer right back to the circle. Cagle is up with it, and the side is retired.
Of this Clemson program.
3-time All-ACC performer, and she ropes one into the corner. That's a fair ball past the diving Fabio. And a long single for Lungoleo. Lindsey Garcia, one of those transfers that they brought in from Auburn, off the end of the stick. They'll go the short route to second. That's all they'll get. Fabio to Chang, 5-4 on the up on a little bit more of a regular basis. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away from Burrows, and Garcia trots down to second. Let's see if Scott gives in the 3-1, and it hit her on the knee. So Hiller is aboard, and right back at Furman comes Clemson. After the Paladins scored a pair, Clemson has put 2 on. He at second, Hiller the runner at first. Pitch clock down to a second. And Scott just did get it away and gets the strike.
How about easier for Clemson's hitters to get a run across?
High pitch going up after it was Vieira, lifts a high pop up near the bag at third, and that is a huge out for Laura Lee Scott.
Here, if you're Laura Lee Scott.
Johnson taking all the way, and it's a 4-pitch walk. First free pass issued by Scott with her 8th straight ball. She walks in a run, and Clemson is on the board.
Go into the next pitch. Here, able to laugh it off and focus on the 2-1 pitch.
Brown swings away, hits it right back to Scott. She'll run it over to first base to retire the side.
Incredible story, and she said that it is working out perfectly.
Perry with a bouncer takes a tricky hop, and that thing sneaks into center field. A base hit for Furman. Continues to put runners on base. 4 hits now for the Paladins. This one right back up the box and through. So the dynamic duo of sophomores Perry. 1.58 ERA, 4-3 on the season, and she inherits runners at first and second. So a short night for the Clemson.
To see if the runner left early, and a runner cannot disengage from the base until the ball is out of the hand. You see Burrows there. Great look from our crew. It's so interesting. Yes, she was called for leaving early, but
we stepped up her offensive game in SoCon action, hitting .364 in conference games. Here she puts the ball in play towards short. Lungoleo up with it. This will advance Perry down to third. 2 outs in the inning, and
situation, but you have first and second, no outs, and then you just get a runner removed. You're right. It's got to hurt some momentum for sure.
Thompson puts out the fire, strikes out Chang. Personalities persevere throughout the long college season. There's a bunt on the first pitch by Clark, and there's no way you're going to get Mackenzie Clark. Perfect execution and speed aboard for the Tigers. Concept. Loves her teammates, loves playing for them as she reaches. It's a 2-hopper to second, quick throw to first. And they get Cagle by a step as Clark moves down to second.
This is their first real class.
This ball hit in the air, sinking quickly, and it bounces out of the glove of Likens on the diving attempt. Late break in the third. Feet. Second and third, and the batter is Garcia. She goes the opposite way, lifts one out toward right. Poole back pedaling, makes the catch, and both runners will tag as Clark scores. Lungoleo down to third.
With all the injuries Clemson's in face, hope she's back soon.
Lifted in the air to right field. Easy play. Hannah Poole is under it. And that retires the side.
Behind her, she's going to stay down in the zone, get weak ground balls off her changeups and drops. Defense has to be on point.
Locating over the outer half. And
game going on if you catch wind of what Millie Thompson's doing in the bullpen, in the dugout.
Ground ball to second. Hiller is up with it. And just like that, 2 quick outs for Furman here in the 4th. In her junior campaign, and now a 4-year contributor for the Paladins, but unable to figure out Millie Thompson. Thompson out of the bullpen, change up effectively.
And here gets a nice fly ball to center field for the first out of the inning, but she does have a pretty high pitch.
Loose. 0-2 pitch. And there's the first strikeout of the night. Johnson caught looking, and Ariel Oda, redshirt senior out of Buford, Georgia. She goes the opposite way, and Again, she stays red hot. Oda from that 9 spot delivered her Tigers in the dugout. But boy, she plays big. Good stop there as the pitch was high. Runner takes off just as you thought. Brittany and Oda in the center. She's been working the handles this entire exchange. Had her reaching, little flare, middle of the infield. Charging in is Molinar, and she makes the underhand catch to
Incredible graphic.
Thompson has retired all 5 batters, and now Likens with the slap, and Thompson showing the ability to field her position. 1 pitch, 1.
The work ethic they had throughout their career is incredible.
Thompson comes back to get Goldweight down 3-0 as she entices the flyout. Lee Stadium, you can watch both on the ESPN app. Kylie Perry skies one to center, and Millie Thompson cruising along for the Tigers. Deep in the count, in control in the batter's box. Tigers would love to get her on base. The payoff pitch, and she got overmatched with the fastball. Blew it for the year as well. Hitters count to Scott give in off the end of the bat. Again, Laura Lee Scott hitting her spots.
She's shown the fight and the grit that she has without giving up on pitches over the plate.
And for the 3rd time tonight, Mangaleo is aboard. 2-out walk. In personalities, Garcia very outgoing. Brown a little bit more on the tranquil side, but both have been key additions as Garcia lifts a high pop-up left side of the infield. Fabio is under it, and
from day one.
Ground ball hit deep in the hole at short. Mangaleo bobbles and has no play. Game's first error on the veteran shortstop, and 1 ball, 1 strike to the right fielder. Swings away, taps it toward third, scooped up by Brown. Her only play is first base.
And Fleming was off on that pitch. Curious.
Not. Jimmy Cranford, the third base coach, or I should say official, making that call as this one has popped up. And Chang, the 1-2 offering. Strike 3 over the outer half. Wadick can't believe it. Thompson down to 2 or 1 second oftentimes before she throws. And here she loses Hiller to start this inning, but
down to which team can execute.
Ground ball past a drawn in infield. That's a base hit. First to third goes Baumhart, now sliding in safely. Vieira, hustle play by the catcher, and the Tigers with something cooking here in the 6th. The 1-1 to Johnson. Ground ball, weakly hit. They'll come home with the throw and the tag, and they got her. Great play by Molinar. She fired home to Burrows.
No kidding. Big out. Nice job by Laura Lee Scott to induce the ground ball, but Molinar coming hard on this. No hesitation. Goes home. And Baumhart she doesn't slide.
One of those rare occasions where Scott's up 0-2. Has some pitches to waste. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner will take second without a throw, so Johnson takes away that force out opportunity. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oda with a hard smash toward third. They'll come home again, and the tag out of Ariel. How about the defense by the Paladins? First it was Molinar, and now Fabio at the hot corner. Her PI high in the hopes of possibly hosting a regional game next month. The 1-1, little check swing, roller toward third. Fabio's up with it, and the Paladins pull off a Houdini here in the 6th. For Millie Thompson, since she checked into this game in the 3rd inning. High bouncing ball, back up the middle and through. A seeing eye base hit off the bench for Yoshizumi. Yoshizumi in her 3rd year at Furman after starting her career at Rhode Island, and now a bump by Fabio charging in. Cagle thought about going to second, then wisely made the decision and V-line the throw to first. Hitters count. The 3-1 from Thompson. And Likens is aboard. So Furman with 2 on.
They know what their team needs to do to be successful.
Goldwait hits it on the ground down the first base line. Took a tricky bounce. Good job by Cagle to stay with it. Ball hit off the glove of Cagle and into right field. 1 run in. A second run will cross, and the Paladins grab the lead 4-2.
See, this ball is well off the plate, and she just throws her barrel at it, and it is hit hard at Cagle and just eats her up and bounces into right field. Now the offense in the top of the 7th inning, getting down sacrifice bunts.
Burrow's caught looking. Thompson with the strikeout.
The win.
Hitters count to Clark, the 3-1. Over but low. And the tying run will come to the plate. Remarkable career of Valerie Cagle. Can she add another chapter tonight? Reaches out, hits it in the hole, base hit, left field. Just got enough of it to sneak it by Molinar. And here come the Tigers roaring right back. Scott registers the 1-2. Look at Laura Lee Scott tonight. Just see what pitch she elects to go with here. The pitch of the night is lifted in the air to center field. Likens back in front of the track, will make the catch. Tagging from third is Clark. She will score. Cagle stays put at second, and the Tigers pull within a run. Last year for the Tigers, just the 1 long ball this year. Ground ball hit right back to the circle. Scott will check the runner at second. Cagle still breaks to third, but Laura Lee Scott registers the all-important.
It's consistent. She has been so accurate from the first pitch of the game.
Hiller draws the walk. 142nd pitch of the night. Vieira, a one-hopper right back to Scott. Furman pulls it off tonight. The Paladins knock off 17th-ranked Clemson behind the complete game from the right-hander, Laura Lee Scott. History for the Paladins.
It is almost poetic that Laura Lee Scott gets the ground ball. Huge win for this Furman program.
Tears of joy from Stacy Johnson Whitfield and nightmares from that game that they let get away 2 years ago.